my question to you, Jojo, is like, what are you guys saying when they have Baron? How are you planning on defending this push?
I don't even remember, to be honest. This game was a blur. It's too long, but...
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Jojopyun for a VOD review of that game.
Yay!
So first of all, congratulations. How did you feel about that last game?
I mean, it was kind of a robbery. We shouldn't have won that game, but, I mean, we'll take it. So there's no way we should have won that after what happened. Yeah.
There was a lot to talk about, obviously, so I'm sure I don't envy you guys in the back in terms of, like, going through it. So I want to start with what really was Team Liquid messing up, right?
Yeah.
And you guys... So in this specific play, 37 minutes into the game, Team Liquid has 2 inhibs, and they're just walking at your base. What is your thought process in this moment? You and the team, like, what are you guys talking about?
I mean, before Caitlyn flashed, I thought the game was pretty much over if they played well, but after Caitlyn used flash,
Yeah.
Caitlyn kept walking up, like, the whole game, and he was kind of, what is it, like... He was
Like,
kind of
egoing?
cocky.
Okay, yeah.
So we're saying if Caitlyn walked up too much, then we can maybe look since he has no flash. With Malachi R, and we just engage on them.
How do you
That's
think
what
they
happened.
should? How do you think they should play this out?
I think Nar should be pressuring, go back, like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
or Before the fight started.
Like this.
I think their setup is fine right now, but I think they should clear these panks that we have.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard since I'm poking them, but Nar just goes mid and pressures, and he can look for flank once he has Mega Nar. But Caitlyn should not walk up, obviously, until then. So
Okay.
I think if Caitlyn doesn't walk up, it's pretty hard for us. So
That makes sense. So just like, a lot of it is just specifically you think Summit should just be on side, continually pressuring.
yeah, I mean the bot wave is gonna come in too. So if they wait a bit, then we're gonna be.
Yes.
We're gonna have to catch the minions in base. We're gonna take our turret. I don't know what we can do, but we just hope that they would walk up before the minions come and that they'll run it down, which they did. So, yeah, I guess we're thankful.
Sweet. Look, I didn't prepare too much on this part of the game because it can get hectic. Do you guys have any questions around it before I move on to the big point?
Dude, it happens so many times where they'd get Baron, and then they'd 4-1, and you'd just get a fight.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I actually like what you said there, because so many times people criticize teams for like, why don't you just try and fight? Because like sometimes if trying to fight would be too forced. But Raz, can you go to 26-30?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and basically just play it like pretty quick. And then Jojo, my question for you is just go like 8x Raz,
Yep.
because they're gonna get the Baron. And my question to you, Jojo, is like, what are you guys saying when they have Baron? How are you planning on defending this push?
I don't even remember, to be honest. This game was a blur. It's too long, but I think we're saying we have.
Yeah, they go so far up.
I can't remember what we're saying, but I don't know. They just ran it down. I really can't remember the comms, but we're just saying we're gonna try looking for a fight if they walk up with Malachi flank with R probably, and we'll look for poke. And since Nar's bot Fuhrer can come and look for a flank too, so that's probably what we were saying.
Yeah.
I can't remember, so.
All right, let me hopefully go to a point in which you do remember, which is just like, you're playing Jace. Now, you played against Jace before when you were playing Tristana. In this game, there's a lot of threats. Walk me through like what you're afraid of when it comes to picking Jace in this game, because there's J4, Azir, stuff like that.
I think they played against me really well, actually, because a lot of the times Azir and Lux is not showing.
Yes.
While they're just pushing mid, and if I poke the Caitlyn, it doesn't really matter, he has Bloodthirster, so he can just heal it up. So I think it's pretty good what they did, because usually a lot of teams will just let me poke them for free.
Yes.
At least mid-game on the Lux or the jungler or the mid, but they weren't showing a lot, so it was pretty hard for us to play too, since we don't know where they are.
Yeah.
They have pretty hard engage, so.
Let me show you a point in this game, 7:30. This is going way back, and it's mostly just like tips and tricks on the ideas of tracking jungle, because this is after a fight that you end up having around Drake. Let me quickly get to you. Boom. You end up warding Raptors, right?
Yeah.
Now, is your thought process just trying to track where Pyosik is on your base coming back?
Yeah, I mean, basically, we're just gonna see when he takes Raptors, and we're gonna know where he is. We're gonna have an idea, at least, when he takes it and where he's pathing to, so that's basically why I worded it, yeah.
Perfect. And you see him up here, and so, because coming into this game, I'm thinking, oh, TL is just literally trying to get Azir second to J4 or vice versa, right, to try and pick you. So this is your thought process that you're going to get targeted?
Yeah. I mean, I knew that I was looking to get targeted, but I think I could have died here. But I had a feeling that I can try baiting it, but I don't know. I think it was too risky. I feel like I should have died.
Because it was really close. In fact, let's just close this.
Yeah, it was too close. Woo. Oh. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be doing this, but I don't know. I was kind of disrespecting them too hard.
So like that was something that I had noticed that was interesting, even though yes, you can critique like how close to the edge you were playing. Like you had warded his Raptors in 2 minutes, way earlier on in the game, you had warded like Pixel Bush next towards a river, so you were trying to get around Pyosik. And the positive is that you never really had to deal with him early on in the game, that you had actually got past the early laning phase. So that was a positive thing. Another thing, speaking of fears, is just mostly like positioning in team fights. So I want to just pick your mind 19 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, and we just talk ideals here. Because at this point in the game, your team has a lot of great control. In fact, Inspired is just littering every bush with just his saplings. And ideally, as a Jace, where do you see yourself positioning? Like, they're the ones walking into you.
I mean, I messed up here for sure. I should be on the mid wave and not where, I should be like here, and I shouldn't be here at the beginning because they can easily trap me here and hard engage on me.
Yes.
So I should have been here earlier, but now it's kind of hard for me to connect there, so I can still walk around. I kind of mess up the marker, but I can walk around like this and then look to poke here, but yeah, I think that's what we should do.
That makes sense. You think that you should be the one on mid wave and not FBI?
I think it depends on what they do. It depends how many people they're showing mid to. And I think if they show too many mid and we're mid, then we can look for Malachi R2 and we can both be mid. It depends what they do, honestly, but.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I just wanted to see into your mind of like how you want to be positioning, poking on sides, and then, yeah. Like,
I mean, I was here because I thought I can also look for an angle on their back line. Since if Kaylin walks up and I poke her, it doesn't really matter, but they can also hard engage on me too, so.
Okay, and the last point, and this is just 21 minutes in, I think a lot of people talk about just like how you play on side lanes. This one, I just want to know what you're, because I found this surprising. So let's just do Fog, right? You push out this side wave, you see Azir top side.
Yeah, I mean, we set that Fiora has TP, so I can start a fight bot. They don't know where Malachi and Karma is too.
Yes.
So if I push bot and I start a fight, we thought it could be good with Fiora TPing, but I think Fiora couldn't TP on the wave, so the wave was gone, so you have to TP far away from me.
Oh.
Like, the wave was not, and I didn't have a ward. Actually, I had a pink, so I could have pinked, actually. It's probably good, so.
So you anticipated this, because for me, I was like, I would believe that Jarvan is topside with Azir.
No, I mean, we knew that they were going to be bot side, and we wanted to start a fight, but I should just ward, and I think this fight is much better.
Okay.
At least that was our idea.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess since this is like the end of the segment, mostly just questioning like how'd you feel about your performance in the game and the team's performance overall?
Honestly, I think TL did play better than us after, what they did. Before what they did, I mean. After that, they just, I don't know, they lost their minds. But before that, they were playing pretty well. So I'm not too surprised, honestly, like even with their score. They've been playing pretty well in scrims, but I think we could have done much more in this game for sure. We could have been more clear in the comms for sure, too. Like me and Someday, we should have communicated better because I feel like we were both thinking about different things and we weren't communicating as well as we should have, so yeah.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. We got to learn, kind of like the hectic process of being able to punish mistakes later on in the game. We got to learn your thought process in like playing in a mobile like champ and how you guys want to position in early game and in team fights later on. So that was a lot of insight. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot and congratulations on the win one more time.
Thank you.